It's the process. Yeah. Yo, my people, yeah, we're there again, yo, you see that news, yeah? Terrible. But even they want trouble it, kind of everything where, you see me? But the reason why I'm take it up right now are because me are showing about the evil and all, you see me? And mainstream evil, because guess what going on? We hear a lot of people came out saying that one of the family member of the attacker already gave a story, right? Saying that the pump attendant was defending herself, or the pump attendee, you know what I mean, was defending herself, right? So now we are get a different story because everyone believe that the girl who has been arrested, right, who was the pump attendee, because one of the attacker was also arrested but released, and you're going to hear about it. However, the one who was defending herself, right, who sprayed the gas on the others, she people believe many people are saying that she was defending herself because that was the story that one of the family members of the attacker had gave, right, who was also an eyewitness. However, it seems as if they're changing up the story to suit the attacker and their family best, right? Because this is the mainstream evilness we're talking about, and I've been exposing on my channel. You understand? Because the thing is, it's like when it comes to life, there's just good and evil. It's always a clash with good and bad. It's always a clash with God people and the devil people. And we're seeing both people here being displayed, one on the side of God and one on the side of the devil. But as me I tell you now, God people is not necessarily the people who are in church, right? God people are the people who have to war, who have to fight, because many demons will always arise against God people. You understand? And the system is, as I shown you about the elites, and they standing for evilness. You understand? So this is what we're seeing here, where one side is being supported by evil, by the devil's people, right? And God people is going through a fight. However, the massive will defend God people, right, against all the plan of the evil, right? So that is what we're seeing here according to the universe. Because as I said, the universe use me, allow me to spew this. All that I'm saying isn't written, isn't scripted, right? And it fits perfectly to what I've been teaching previously and in the past, right, on my channel. That is why I'm bringing forward this news here. So I'm gonna try showing what the comments are saying, and the comment is the same comments y'all have been seeing over social media. The people defending the girl who is the pump attendee, defending herself, right? She had to spray the gas on the other girls to defend herself. So we see it in the news now, and this is what we call mainstream evil, right? It's there's always a large group of devil's people coming against God's people, just like we see with Footer Hype them and the rest of devil grouped up against Vibes Cartel, right? And the crowd is railing for Vibes Cartel now, saying, yo, Vibes Cartel did the right thing. He's not supposed to trust them. And, the people are really figuring out Footer Hype and his nonsense and his nonsensical foolery of foolishness. There's like a group of dumber and dumberess, and dumberesser. So, yeah, it's similar to the whole thing because, as I said, with every conflict, it's always good versus evil. Sometimes it can be good against good as well, right? However, good people will sometimes clash against good people, as well as for evil people clash against evil people. But with the good people who clash against good people, is merely because of misunderstanding most of the time, and also because of the good person, right, may may once like allow their ego to lead them, because no one is really perfect, you know what I mean? And remember that evil people, they get their awakening sometime to become on the good side and start to serve God and the goodness and graciousness. You understand? So yeah, and the evil people, they convert as well, right, to the goodness, and vice versa, from good to bad, good people turning bad people, all of that, you know what I mean? But it's separated by a very thin line, the good from the bad, and these are the things we're talking about. That's why when you watch my channel and tune in, if you want to learn how to decipher and detect and can differentiate and distinguish the good from the bad, the highs from the lows, the opposite from the oppositions, right? And how to see that thin line in that silver lining. I guess you could say silver lining as well. Yeah, so let us get into this.
We're going now to a CVM exclusive with one of the prime witnesses of the fiery dispute at a gas station in Westmoreland, which has left a woman battling for life. Curlin Brown has aspects of her account, as well as a plea from the mother of the alleged aggressor.
Dacia Forrester lies incubated in hospital on a life support machine with stabilization of her internal organs, yet her third-degree burn wounds are deteriorating. Unknown to her.
Yo, that's some painful situation. You get me? Yo, guess what? I have to pull this up just to make sure I don't miss anything, right, guys? Let us capture it again.
We're going now to a CVM exclusive with one of the prime witnesses of the fiery dispute at a gas station in Westmoreland, which has left a woman battling for life.
Okay, so he's saying they're going to one of the prime witnesses. So I'm not sure if they changed the witnesses, but the people in the comments are saying that they changed the witnesses because the words and statements, the people in the comments are saying they should get the niece who had came out and gave the first statement. So now that he is saying we're gonna they're gonna take us to a scene and to what the prime witness is saying, or a prime witness, which wasn't the first prime witness. So this is a problem. This is a conundrum in the way, because they change witness and they're preparing and scheming up things, it seems, for the court, because court is in play now, so a lot of people are planning how best to sort out this and what to say, and they're shuffling up things now, because it's major news, right? But we have to stand for the truth, right, and defend the pump attendee if she is innocent, right? Because a majority and almost everyone, it's fair to say everyone is saying that the pump attendee girl was defending herself, right? And it's self-defense why this girl is laying in the hospital bed from third degree burn, right? And they're saying her organs has come back functioning. However, the burn is also being healed. You know what I'm saying? Coming on better. It's progressing, but not like it hasn't reached anywhere. But the doctors noticed that the progress of the burns are being healed. You know what I'm saying?
Curlin Brown has aspects of her account, as well as a plea from the mother of the alleged aggressor.
Dacia Forrester lies incubated in hospital on a life support machine with stabilization of her internal organs, yet her third-degree burn wounds are deteriorating. Unknown to her, there are allegations and counter-allegations taking place online.
So they're saying that unknown to her, this burnt victim, right? They're saying unknown to her, their conversation or their talks and about the whole situation. So basically they're trying to say that all this talk that is going on the internet, that the fans, that the people are saying about she deserved what she got, they're trying to say that those things that the people are saying about her deserving what she got is all wrong, or it's all wrong information, rumors, or whatever, wrong speculation, and all these things. That's what they're trying. That's a narrative they're trying to paint here.
While one of the three females pinned to the Fesco brawl is still unreachable in police lockup.
One of the girl is in police lockup, that is in the brawl, right? But let's see who is on the phone here. Sister implicated in gas station fire attack released without charge. Okay, so this are the sister who brought this burnt victim. We were told in the first story that had came out from one of their family member. I think it was a niece.
Lawyer or the court, and the judge said if they do not charge me, they are to let me out by, I think it was 10 o'clock.
And so you were released?
Yes, I was released. And I had no choice. They said you're free to go with first up. They did not charge me.
And that is the coat of arm, guys, for you. The feds, the coat of arm, the crocodile, the mosquito, right? The skilly bang. This represent the crocodile, the coat of arm, right? Yeah, don't play with the arawaks, right? When you hear about arawaks, right? What comes to mind? Right? When you hear about the Arawaks, even though people will talk about they were Tainos, and what I mean, when you say Tainos, I think you're talking about a nicer type of people who are more Carib like, tropic vibes and thing, who dance and do them like a spiritual ritual dances. But when you hear about Arawaks, that is on the coat of arm, right? With the crocodile. It's like terrible, wicked, and wild. You know what I mean? So this is how they function, right? The attackers get released with no charge, right? While they held back the self-defending one, right? Which the reason why I think they look at things and judge things like that, because the attack was severe. You know what I mean? And they're like, yo, how could you think of doing this? You're some movie star actor or actress. You think this is some movie like story. You know what I mean? This is some story for a movie. Like, yo, but real life really imitate the movie, imitate real life. And you know what I mean? And it gives and take, vice versa.
That sigh of relief from Renisha Forrester, the burn victim's sister, speaking to CVM News exclusively. She was later transferred in handcuffs to a holding area at the Lucy station, but a statement was eventually taken from her in Negril last Sunday.
Yeah, so that is the sister of the burn victim, right? And we were told that she was in some argument. This one here talking, the sister of the burn victim, was in some argument, cas or brawl fight with the pump attendee, and left, came back with the burn victim before she got burned, right? And other gang members or relative families or whatsoever to help, to revenge whatever the first event that had took place. So the fact that they came back, the girl had to spray gas. So that was the news that came out from the first witness, who we should consider as the prime witness, right? So how does another person becomes the prime witness?
All years of life, and it wasn't nothing good. I didn't know if my sister died, I didn't know nothing. All I could think about whenever I shut me head up, my sister me a sick.
Our newsroom also heard from the gas station attendant's mother, who says she got the news while at a pharmacy. When I see her,
Yeah, so this are the mother now, right? The mother of the burnt. So it's just one side of family they're really focusing on here, which the one they feel sorry for, who had came to attack, harm, and destroy. You know what I mean? And this remind me of the Barbican incident, how the many girls up there had attacked that girl, Kate, what's her name? Right? And she was a bright student, and you know what I mean, attending probably university, and they beat her sent her in the surgery at the hospital for over like a year or so. So, like we need to put some serious penalty on these type of, you know, this gang up and beat one person thing. Yeah, we need for make some strict penalties, right? And punish those who are guilty of such.
I even shocked more because she were bleeding from the face. And when I take her to the doctor, I was like, my God, I asked her, you eye blind? And he said, Mommy, I don't know. Colette was reportedly injured during the fight between her and Dacia when things escalated at the gas station. However, our newsroom was told on January 27, also at the pump, both women had an argument after Dacia offered $1,000 note to a male who was also a customer being attended to by Colette. She was reportedly giving him change in only $100 notes.
Yeah, so this are the new story. This is new to the people in the comments and also to me because I've been following the story and this is new to my ears, right? Where they're saying that some driver guy like of a taxi or something, is getting back $1,000 change, right? In $100, and it caused an argument with the pump attendee, right? And they're saying that the burnt victim followed her family or sister to get gas. So they're saying now, changing the whole narrative, saying they never went to attack or gang beat the pump attendee. They just went to get gas. And everyone is upset about all this weirdness and newness to the story or the turn that this story have taken. You know what I mean? People are upset in the comments. And I am too, because it's obviously clear that things are being prepared for the court, you know.
And the two of them split up. She run go in her bag and take out scissors, run down my sister and the same gas pump to stab my sister with the scissors. And the same manager come out and call her. The matter was reported to the police and to the gas station. It's unclear if she was suspended, but she was away from the gas station.
So I think that had the first event before they came back. You understand? But something weird because we weren't told that any sister was there at first. But I can be wrong. However, these people are getting support from the system, right? The mainstream system, the core of the evil bosses. Because look at this. Remember, politician thief money every day, right? Politician thief money every day. But yet still one brown suit brother, what him name? The policeman who was charged for stealing or laundering 15 million of the police funds, right? You see how them deal with him? But they're not doing the politicians like that. So when we are talking about mainstream evilness, we are talking about people like the politicians them who can get away with all these things. So therefore, to me, I refuse to look at on that policeman with shame and disgrace, right? Because first of all, every policeman attacks and tear people a road. So what's so strange about them trying to rob? You know what I mean? It not seem like them are getting enough money, it seems, right? And boy, and them deserve it. Them deserve what go for them way still because them are unalive enough innocent youth. You understand? So it's a give and take sort of thing I reach them. Zin? And yeah, so that's about it.
Until recently, only for them to clash again after making eye contact. Renisha says she was trying to ease the tension with help from the manager who came out to serve Dacia, but they could not get them apart. And they have it said she come for me to come meet her. Nothing like that.
Yes, see, she talk about nothing like that. Them are refute what the people them are saying in the comments all over social media. But we can't believe these people just so. We need CCTV camera footage or something. And we don't want nobody alter it like how them alter cartel image and tamper with him phone. Because them will take it there so. You see me? It's hard for believe these people. You see me? You have to work with what in the streets I say. Because in the streets is what really like what God I say. You see me I say? Sometime in the streets wrong, but this seems definitely like the streets right that time. I know exactly because the streets have the talk from the get-go. You see me? It's not like the streets that say what happened from the beginning. The streets are tell the people them what go on. So so the streets know what go on. You see me?
When there's a bike, yeah, and I said I come in with her. She's going on. Also, there are allegations, that you mentioned social media, so people escalated to say a man. Oh my God, this one is a lighting still fast. By the way, what I am saying, what shocked me too? When the girl go in her pocket and take out the blue light out. What are you doing on a gas stove with a lighter in your pocket? But clearly there are signs saying no smoking, no flame. What are you doing with a lighter in your pocket? Amid all the negative voices with only a little over 8,000.
Yeah, well, that sounds serious now, That sounds like a strong truth energy right there, When the woman say she asked the pump attendee about where lighter do in her pocket, you see me? Which hopefully, hopefully, the pump attendee never used the lighter or took it out of her pocket because people have lighter, people can smoke, and not because she's a pump attendee doesn't mean like say she not have the right to have a light. You know what I mean? Lighter is something where people use every day. You see what I say? And the thing is, even in the store, I work at gas station before too. Then I tell you say the pump attendee sometimes them need lighter for light things in the store for other purposes because them boss will tell them, and it just my thing there left in a one of them pocket. But the story that first came out about how the burnt victim got burned, they said she was smoking a cigarette, right? They said she was smoking a cigarette and that is why it exploded, right? However, I'm not sure, but the people them were saying that the girl that got burnt had cigarette smoking. So this story just wild, different, totally different from what had came out and what people have been saying.
US dollars raised so far, the mother of the attacker is pleading for assistance and leniency. Help her because it's another woman child. Reach out.
The mother of the attacker is pleading for assistance, right? But who them consider the attacker? The same burn victim are the attacker. You get me? I say. So, what may I tell you? This
And help her if you can. Curlin Brown, CVM News.
yeah, my people. What's this something there?
This one is a lighting still fast. By the way, what I am saying, what shocked me too? When the girl go in her pocket and take out the blue light out. What are you doing on a gas stove with a lighter in your pocket?
Yeah, in our pocket. In a court, that can't thing there, In a court, that can't go nowhere because the girl never have it in her hand. You said she have it in her pocket, right? That means to say, how the woman them pocket still some little small space in them pocket, right? So the lighter top will a show and the lighter top normally have a shiny metal piece so that can show. You understand? So me not think the girl take out her lighter or even use the lighter. Cause maybe if she take it out, I for scare them. Cause me sure no say she no want burn up herself either. So she need a good lawyer though. The pump attendee who worked there who was attacked. She need a good lawyer.
But clearly there are signs saying no smoking, no flame. What are you doing with a lighter in your pocket? Amid all the negative voices with only a little over 8,000 US dollars raised so far, the mother of the attacker is pleading for assistance and leniency. Help her because it's another woman child. Reach out and help her if you can. Curlin Brown.
She says another woman's child. Reach out if you can. Boy, that part they confusing. Something not right about that whole thing here. Something not right. Something not right. Big CVM TV news. Them something not right. Something rich about this. The universe see them Them curse and what them a do. Something alright. This is a twisted news. You know see it? Mother of the attacker I plead for help her cause of somebody else's daughter. Son of your daughter. I don't understand. This so I don't understand. Something alright. That's what Ninja Man say. Zin, don't trust them. I could go in our comments. Go in our comments. Alright. So see the comments them now. See the comments them now. So why they don't release the pump attendant? Bias, bias, bias. Cause people are not fool. Alright. The attendant need a good, very good lawyer. Jamaica were different from the US. Why isn't the attendant not at the hospital? Something not adding up. Where is the CCTV? You see me I tell you something not add up for real. I mean I like all of them comment here. See it? Maxine Thompson said, lie, 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 lie. You telling on the girl. Everyone know the story. You wanted to kill the girl. Why people so wicked? Yo, you see it? Them people know the evilness. And I may tell you, say mainstream media back them. Because according to these elite government and these wicked Jolly and Silvera type of mercenaries, you see them alone fear burn up people them way, yeah, not you. That's why them a charge the girl, the innocent girl feet. Because certain wickedness is not supposed to be displayed by the regular people. It have to be them hitman, somebody where in a them big league. You understand? Yeah. Like some people have the license for killing you know, but they don't want certain people with you see me them powers there. Them no want you use self-defense and get a fight for can say, yeah man, them Jamaica still want to lock you up. All when I defend yourself. Them want to lock you up. Them want you run for your life and run to station and them not help you. See? Them no want you help yourself. That's why them would have lock you up for a little knife if them see you with it and say you know if you have no knife. And even if a night time them buck you. Right? Even if upon a dangerous place them buck you, you know if you have no knife, nothing for defend yourself. Them prefer to come see you laying down and them spread white sheet over you than for know say you defend yourself and take down, neutralize all few enemies or few evil people. You see me? So I saw the mainstream evil work, just like in the music. Mainstream run the evil people run the mainstream. You see me? But them can't stop God people them like the cartel them and certain people where God put forward. Even Movado are God people. See? Yeah, Alkaline now no know say him are the devil. Him all take coke in a music video. You get me I say? And Movado get tricked. Movado shouldn't be a part of that. You see me? But true Movado never so wise. Him make him ego lead him astray because he make Alkaline go boots him up and say, I'm over there, I see her run the thing on Iactian. And then Iactian, film little body go twek when he hear that. And run go and do collab with Movado and Alkaline. Because Alkaline draw them in so easy with just one interview. And them say, well, if I no cartel, you think are the big boss? Who you think are the big boss? And Alkaline go say, I'm Movado and Iactian them, man. And quick, them go and do collab. You know, in 2015 them time there. You see me? So them get tricked. And then Alkaline take with them fans. See? So you have to understand. See? As me always show no mainstream, them like certain artists. You see me? And them don't like certain artists. But you have certain artists who them just can't stop. You see me I say? And once you link with the right people, them, like the Corey Todd them and the Joe Bogdanovich them you gone clear in a mainstream. So me I said, all who did hate you in a mainstream, all who never want you, once you have the right linkage, you're gone clear. Them have to smile with you now and say them love you. And that is a fake thing. Because if me naturally not like you from morning, not because you have power with somebody now, me I go just like you so. No. You know what I mean? Yeah. Big man thing. They said there. So I could go through the comments them some more. Release the gas station worker at that check I say. Zine? wow, this is not Jesse Christie say, wow, this is not the account her niece gave. You are saying we went to buy gas and her daughter, which is your niece said you went to the hardware and her mother followed you there. Y'all need to come together as a family and make a decision as to which version of the story uno are gonna run with, because it no look good pan uno now. That's what I try to say. Me have to read it and correct it one way. You see me? But yeah, I feel like all of the comment them. See? So that's how it there. That's how it there. That's how it there. Well, that's how it there. That's how it there. That's how it there.